Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from Mars Bluff, South Carolina. I am in the middle of the woods. I'm searching for something very, very cool. Stick with me here. And here we have it. Behind me is a hole left by an atomic bomb. Let's go check this out. Woo, into the atomic hole. Alright, we are currently in a hole blown by an atomic bomb. Story here. A plane carrying an atomic bomb flies over Mars Bluff, South Carolina. The pilot notices a light going on, or a light going off, saying that the bomb is not secured. So he sends his first mate, or whatever the equivalent of a first mate in a plane is, to go check on the bomb to make sure it's secure. He goes, checks on the bomb, fiddles around with it, accidentally jerks out the pin holding the bomb into place, causing the bomb to drop through the bomb doors down onto the small town of Mars Bluff, South Carolina. The bomb actually landed on a children's playhouse. Sadly, or fortunately, no children were harmed. Sadly, they were injured. There is look at that. This is a piece of scrap metal. No way to tell if this is part of the bomb or not. This occurred in 1958. And luckily the bomb did detonate. The initial explosive did detonate. Fortunately for South Carolina and the world, the nuclear material inside the bomb was not properly armed and did not go off, saving this Mars Hill from being a desolate wasteland. So if you look, take a 360 shot, I'm in a crater caused by an atomic bomb in South Carolina. Strangely enough, this would not be the last time that atomic bombs would rain down on Carolina. See, a mere 3 years later, another plane was flying over North Carolina, Goldsboro, North Carolina, carrying 2 separate atomic bombs. The plane came apart in midair, and I guess in all the plane coming apart, wings flying off, wreckage folding in on itself, both the bombs were armed to explode. So 2 nuclear bombs fell in Goldsboro, North Carolina. One of their parachutes deployed, one had a free fall and hit the ground. Neither one of them detonated. And the United States government did an investigation and told the public these bombs were not armed, everything was fine, go about your business. But in 2013, a confidential report was finally made declassified, and it turns out both bombs were armed. In fact, one of the bombs was so close to exploding, it just, I guess when it fell, 2 wires disconnected from each other. If those wires had remained connected, that bomb would have gone off, and it set off the other bomb. You need to understand, each one of these bombs carried enough firepower, 250 times the explosive power used in the nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima. If these bombs in North Carolina would have gone off, It would have been the largest nuclear explosion in the history of the world. It would have eradicated a huge chunk of the East Coast. North Carolina would be wiped off the map. I probably wouldn't have moved down there, and I probably wouldn't be making these videos. So let's be thankful that those bombs in North Carolina did not detonate. However, here in South Carolina, we did have a detonation, and we did have a giant explosion blown here in the woods of Mars Bluff, South Carolina. And actually, I guess to give some perspective, somebody has put a cardboard cutout of a bomb out here in the woods. As you can see, quite a bomb, and made quite a hole. I just said a-hole. It made quite a crater here in the woods of South Carolina. I appreciate it. This is crazy to me. This bomb blown up in the middle of a small town. Could have been much worse. Could have been much worse. We're glad that I'm not walking around some Chernobyl-like wasteland right now. But I appreciate you guys watching. Check out my website for more strange and unusual things here in the South. www.thecarpetbagger.org.